morning in Williamsport. The sun set last night on Phoenix City, Alabama. They have now been eliminated. It means there are two teams playing for one spot in the United States Championship. And you see it right there. Hamilton, Ohio and Davenport, Iowa. The winner moves on to roll the dice against Nevada and find out who will ultimately play for a Little League World Series title.
I wanna be like me. Can't tell me nothing about who to be. When I grow
cracked down the line, gone.
It's all about the power.
Strike three called. Nicaragua wins in comeback fashion. Oh, that ball is mashed. A three-run ding-dong. OHIO having their way right now. That's going to get down. Finn Dykes delivers. The 2026 Little League World Series here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania is presented by T-Mobile. Double coverage, Volunteer, ESPN2, and here at Lamade Stadium, the United States teams on ESPN. The weather coming in later on Thursday, thus the early morning start, which is a quick turnaround for Hamilton, Ohio and Davenport, Iowa. You got to get up early for this one. How did we get here? 14 big runs for Nevada, and they beat Iowa, which is what caused Iowa to be here this morning. Nevada will sit, have day off, they'll have Friday off, and Saturday at 3:30 Eastern time, they will play for the United States Championship. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're with us again. That, of course, is Jessica Mendoza. Todd Frazier, you guys look wide awake. Jess Sims will join us in a moment. Let's talk about this offense for Ohio. Boone Treadway knocked you out of the record books by double-digit walks. His team can knock your team out. They have 38 walks. That's part of their approach.
Yeah, I got a feeling they're going to break that record, too, today by being the most team to have the most walks here. This team is slow-paced. They're not afraid to see pitches. Talking with manager Tim Nichting, that's his motto. Listen, I want to win the war, man. I'm not trying to win the battle right away, and this team does it with hitting. With two strikes, they're not afraid of anything. It starts with Boone Treadway. He will take his pitches, but ultimately, when they get on base, they score runs. We've seen it done this whole time. And guess what, Ravi? They're going to pass the baton to each other until somebody comes up with that big hit, and they've been doing it this whole time here in Williamsport.
Yes, Sims, early wake-up call for these boys.
Sure is, Ravi. Now, when I interviewed Ohio's Bryson Williams last night at 9:34 p.m., I said, hey, how quickly do you think you can get in bed? And he said, probably about an hour. And turns out they weren't that far off. They were in bed by 10:45 p.m. because the coaches immediately after the bracket wall, they said to all the parents, go to the concession stand, get all the hot dogs, the chicken tenders, the burgers, the pizza, whatever you can find. Told the kids to eat it, took a really quick shower, and then took their phones. That was the key, and they were in bed by 10:45. Whether or not they were sleeping, that's to be determined. But Coach Nichting said he woke up at 5 a.m. swinging, but they let the kids sleep till about 7, Rav.
Yeah, to be determined what's more important, getting rid of the phones or taking the shower.
That was huge. That was massive.
Thought you'd like that one. All right, so in baseball, momentum is your next day's starting pitcher. In the case of Iowa, they hope momentum is really what happened at the end of their loss.
Yeah, they're hoping to continue that into today. This team's known for their pitching, but it was the bats that needed to wake up. They had no runs scored for those first 5 innings against Nevada, but that 6th inning is what they needed to wake up the bats. In fact, they were passing the bat. 10 of 12 hitters came to reach base. They had 4 hits, 6 runs, and this is the offense, Rav. When you think about Iowa's team, it's been the starting pitching, but they need to swing the bat too. They showed that in the 6th inning, and they need to continue that against Ohio today.
No doubt about it. These kids are into all sports. This is a team game. There's some individual sports and some individual sports fans that are watching what they're doing.
The entire city of Davenport is rooting for you guys. As you know, not much comes out of Davenport, Iowa. So it's awesome to watch you guys make this run. Go out there, play for each other, play for yourselves, have the time of your life. If you win, you win. You're moving on. Life's good. You guys are incredible. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Seth. He's right. Cannon Kane, it's on you, man. Throw strikes. He hasn't thrown a lot here, but even in those thirds, he didn't walk anybody. That's going to be the secret sauce for him today. And are you kidding me? I mean, early in the morning, we're up, we're wide awake, and we're juggling.
We're juggling.
That's impressive.
That's no cell phones last night.
Maybe, and it's a shower. We know this. We're clean. We're ready for this one. And this is for all the moguls to see who will get on to the United States Championship 2 days from now. Good morning, everybody. We are set for baseball with our first pitch coming up when we come back. Loser of this one eliminated from the 2026 Little League Baseball World Series. It has been a long and enjoyable summer for both of these teams, but it comes down to this for Ohio and Davenport, Iowa. I understand it. We're all feeling it, but they've won 4 games in 5 days. Wake up, everybody. Let's meet these kids. Hello.
My name is Walker Osborne, and my favorite animal is a parrot.
My name is Preston Williams, and my favorite athlete is Jamar Chase.
My name is Leo Feltner, and my favorite hobby is fishing.
My name is Zach Hilton, and my favorite dessert is Oreo dirt cake.
My name is Xander Kincaid, and my favorite artist is Drake.
My name is Hudson Von der Eid, and my favorite food is cheeseburgers.
My name is Ben Treadway, and my favorite hobby is collecting baseball cards.
My name is Bobby Frazier, and my favorite artist is John Party.
My name is Finn Dykes, and my favorite actor is Chris Pratt.
My name is Caden Trent, and my favorite school subject is science.
My name is Jack McAdams, and my favorite player is Shohei Ohtani.
My name is Josiah Infante, and my favorite actor is Tom Holland.
So here's our guy, Boone Treadway, who bumped Frazier out of the record books here in Williamsport for walks. He's got 10 of them. Were you aware that you had that many walks relative to all your other accomplishments?
No, never. I mean,
really?
Just going up there as a 12-year-old trying to hit the ball as hard as you can. But he's okay with it. This kid is just fine with whatever happens. He's just trying to get on base. They're going to break some more records here today, man. It's been a phenomenal team to watch. Let's see who's going to wake up early.
Special K is on the mound, Cannon Kane, and he's going to be throwing to Cooper Tisson, another left-handed catcher. So we see a lot of left-handed catchers in Williamsport.
Yeah, it's the third one we've seen, and Think about Cannon Kane going on the hump behind the 2 aces. And that's what you want to see. Strike 1. Get deeper into these bullpens, and we'll get even deeper as this game progresses.
He is 1 for 5 with those 10 walks, and that's a good one there for Cannon Kane. Gorgeous morning here in South Williamsport with rain expected later this afternoon on an 0-2. That's outside. You have the athletic Tisson behind the plate, so anything bunted, he's going to jump on. He's been on the mound, he's been in center field, and he's caught already. And that one didn't come inside. Kane was walking, waiting for the strikeout call. But this is the Boone Treadway way. We can start to count the foul balls because there's going to be a lot of those as well.
Another 6, almost 6 pitches coming up here for this kid. He just fouls balls off. He sees a lot. I think it's his 6th time up here seeing this man.
Just in case one breaks. Just like that, he's found himself in a 3-2 count. Look at that, 50 plate appearances with 6 or more pitches. And that would have been ball 4, but he fouled it off. So 2 foul balls for Treadway, and already digging deep into Kane's back pocket of pitches.
Well, he's already broke the record at this point. He's got to want to swing the bat a little bit too.
For sure,
He could have gotten ball 4 there, but.
Give us 11 walks on the tournament.
Just a knack for the zone. That is so hard to accomplish at this age. That pitch there, I'm swinging at that one trying to drive it. He just knows every part of his zone, and this is why Ohio has been that good. A guy has been on base all the time in all these innings for this team. It's been incredible.
Bryson Williams, who pitched really well last night, is up, and he looked at a bunt and took it back. Tim Nichting is a guy down there. Now, when these 2 guys are up, he doesn't say a lot, but we'll hear him barking quite a bit. He has been involved with Little League, as you see, since 1983 in there for a strike. And he is acknowledging, he said, I'm a patient old man. That's who we are. I'm not trying to win the game in the first. I'm trying to win the war and see who else they got. Getting into bullpens at Little League is a good thing, and they do what they do there with Williams sending one into right. Just like their game yesterday, they got their 2 leadoff men aboard.
Rise and shine here. Breaking ball right down the plate, stays inside.
See what he did with his body? Watch his body move back out of the way to get his hands to that pitch. Pretty impressive, the body awareness. Bryson Williams.
Ball. So because of all the walks, their patience, their hitting ability, 28 of the 29 innings, they've had a base runner on. Think about that pressure on a team.
Here comes the 11-year-old Leo Feltner. This kid, his swing has been so pure and so dynamite. He finds holes. He's not trying to do too much.
Two and one.
See, even on that pitch, it's just the name of their game. 2-0. I'm usually trying to rip that ball down the line.
This one is to the first baseman, Johnson. Nice play over there to go and get it in foul ground. Wasn't an easy play, but big Anthony Johnson Jr. gets the first out. Maybe we need to just stop using you as the bar, like everything you would do. Because it's quite clear you were a green light guy on every pitch.
Of course.
Just trying to jump the fence over there, which you did, by the way, many times. Here's a guy that can do that too, Josiah Infante. He started the game last night and then gave way to Williams. And ball one. Both of these teams, if one of them obviously will survive, both have their pitching set up for Saturday and Sunday. 1-1.
This is that game where, as a manager and coach, it's a nail-biting game. Figuring out who to pitch. Outfield's playing deep.
And that is up the middle. They may wave Treadway. It's fielded by Irwin, and he will be held. Whoa, what a throw out there by Caleb Irwin. But the single by Infante has him loaded with one out.
Normally you're seeing Ohio run on this. Beautiful job by Josiah to get this ball into the outfield. 2 consecutive hits, but look at the arm from Irwin. Not even a hop. Great job by Nick Teen at third base. He reads that perfectly. Boone, you stay here at third base.
Here's the guy on the team that has more hits than anybody, Jack McAdams. He's got 7. He's 7 for 14, and he hits it past the third baseman. That brings in Treadway, and just like that, they're already on the board. It is 1-0 Ohio. 8 for 15 in the Little League World Series, McAdams.
And here's the difference. They want to bat first. They talked about this, putting pressure on teams. 1 hopper to third, you're playing in. You got to react quicker than that. Tough ball to get to, and look at this Ohio team. Right out of bed, ready to rock.
Frazier swings at the first one. That's trouble. That brings in Williams, Infante, McAdams, and a 3-run triple on the first pitch for Bob Frazier. Ohio's got 4, and we're just underway.
Look at these Ohio boys, back-to-back first pitch swinging. We talk about their patience and waiting to play, almost baiting them in. Throw me a strike first pitch. We're going to come out swinging. 3 consecutive hits. This one perfectly placed down the line. Bob Frazier gets this all the way to third base. 3 more come in for Ohio.
Well, we're seeing
an RBI. That's all I want.
Is he barely missing on the corners?
Yeah.
When they hit it, is he leaving over the middle?
You said the chaw.
Huh?
You said the chaw.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Okay. Hey, take a deep breath. Look at me. Look at me. You got this. All right. Look at. Hey, this decides how bad you want it. Okay. We're only down 4. We still get a bat. Okay. Come on. Come out here. Let's go. First one. All right.
And this is the conundrum when you face this Great Lakes team. You need to throw strikes, otherwise you're walking everybody. And at least through the first 6, they hit them.
The approach has been spot on. Every hitter here, the guys who take pitches, they're ready. The guys who's ready to hit, everything is hard hit contact, and it's been a big time filler on the card so far for this team.
It sure has. Frazier has 6 runs batted in. Xavier Kincaid. It's a nice play by Tisson with a runner down there. 4 is in the Little League is not insurmountable by any stretch, but boy, this team is absolutely rolling. They came in with 38 walks, a .315 average. 2-1.
And how did it start again? Boone Treadway getting on base, putting the pressure on.
And there he is. He knows that's his job. Foul tip, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kincaid 1 for 10 here. Walker Osborne, who's 3 for 7 on deck. Just 1 out and a runner at third is Frazier.
Infield playing back too. This is a situation I would have to bring him in just in case. That's 5 runs, not even going into the first inning yet.
Ooh. That somehow avoided Nitschting. It avoided Frazier, and Chantos couldn't catch it.
Almost had a down goes Frazier.
Almost had one. 4 for 5 start. And yeah, they've had a whole bunch of innings with crooked numbers. Team batting average is up to .333. Called strike 3. Kincaid is out. Jason Kelly is our home plate umpire. 2 down. It felt like he kind of needed that.
Yeah, definitely. Top of the zone right here. 4-seam fastball. Oh, that's a perfect spot right on that top right quadrant.
That's our left-handed catching.
Yeah.
Helps you out a bit.
Strike 1 to Walker Osborne. He's got a pitch. He's got good numbers. 5'4", 85. Loves to solve the wheel of fortune. He has solved the pitching here. He's 3 for 7. He's scored 5 times. Doesn't chase up top. 4 RBIs and 5 walks. He's to pitchers like a Rubik's Cube is to somebody like me and you, Fresh. Mendoza can kill the Rubik's Cube, but
stat filler.
One and two. Good fight back by Kane. He's got a runner at third. He's trying to leave him there as he's ready to go to Osborne on a 1-2. Tisson just hold it. He's unaffected by the move of the batter. Plenty of room on that left side between Santos and Lutke, the shortstop.
That's a one consistency, though, you've seen from these Ohio hitters. They do not like that inside pitch, and they're used to seeing middle away. They've been coached very well on how to hit that pitch. If you can get in on them, that's when you'll get their takes.
Well, this is pitch number 33. Did he go? Yes, he did. 33 pitches to get through the first. It is an Ohio gauntlet. It's like a maze you're trying to make yourself walk through. There are so many different twists and turns. They put up 4 in the first. The best grounds crew in the business here in Williamsport at the Little League World Series, and our Little League Baseball World Series coverage is presented by T-Mobile. The Little League World Series hits different with T-Mobile. I mean, look at how committed they are to every single detail. Grass is green, dirt is perfect. They brush and rake the fields. And look, if they have to issue a wake-up call, not hard to get kids to go back to sleep on little sleep. Let's see if they can wake their bats up, and let's meet them.
My name is Jackson Rasso. My favorite dessert is pumpkin pie.
My name is Logan Santos, and my favorite athlete is Saquon Barkley.
My name is Lysinius Broyles, and my favorite player is Mookie Betts.
My name is Tate Devaney, and my favorite artist is Eminem.
My name is Crew Neff, and my favorite food is chicken wings.
My name is Paxton Smith, and my favorite team is the St. Louis Cardinals.
My name is Kanan Kane, and my favorite dessert is Oreo ice cream.
My name is Liam Rasso, and my favorite actor is Adam Sandler.
My name is Xavier Lutke, and my favorite player is Peter Armstrong.
My name is Cooper Tisson, and my favorite athlete is Stephen Curry.
My name is Caleb Irwin, and my favorite team is the Arizona Diamondbacks. My name is Anthony Johnson Jr., and my favorite artist is Drake.
They started off Friday. They beat California 1-0 when that kid pitched a gem, didn't give up a hit, and he hit a home run to lead the game off. They beat New Jersey 6-0 behind Anthony Johnson, and then Wednesday, of course, they lost to Nevada 14-6. This is a do-it-all type player right here.
Yeah, he's one of the best players here to come to Williamsport. Absolute stud. Talk about this top of the lineup. When they go, this team goes 13 for 25, 10 runs, 10 RBIs. They're going to need it starting right now.
Tiston, Johnson Jr., and Kane already in a hole, and he swings at the first one and fouls it off.
You see a lot of breaking balls from Walker Osborne. This is his game. Try to keep hitters off balance. Throws more breaking balls than fastballs. Starts off Tiston with one there.
Tiston has played amongst other boys that you know their last names. We just saw Kinley Rasmus, but Troy Tulowitzki's son, he's been involved with. He's one of these all-star players at that level that everybody who knows 12-year-old know. He's got a good eye at the plate, and that one was off, but he has a strike called against him, and it's 1-2. And he's like, you can't, I mean, you can't call that one, right?
Can't do it twice. You got to stay back here. Again, both pitchers not overpowering. They're going to throw that slow stuff.
He likes it low. He's a bad ball hitter. That home run he hit was at his ankles. Knows how to go down and get it.
3-2. His home run was to straightaway center field. And that one's going to go to the gap in left center field. And Tissen's flying now. He's at first. He's at second, and he will put the brakes on there wisely. But a good start. Cooper Tissen picks up another one. And for Iowa, they're also pretty comfortable with 2 strikes. That's their 9th 2-strike hit.
Fastball out over the plate. That's the spot he's looking for. Pure swing. Let's see this one again. Oh, my, yes. That's the momentum they need to get. Again, the home run's great, but getting on base, putting pressure on these teams. They're throwing their 5th, 6th guys, so look for a lot of runs today from both sides.
Here is Anthony Johnson, another guy with a homer, 3 for 7. And it's down 1-0.
Both these hitters letting themselves know what's a ball and strike. The hammer, though, got to be so careful. Talk about Tissen and the power he's got. We've seen Anthony Johnson Jr. also go yard.
Yeah, the hammer, he packs a punch. There's no question about it. We saw him to pitch. The southpaw was outstanding. And now in a good hitter's count, 2-0. 3-0, not the worst idea with first base open.
Yeah, I still think you want a challenge. 4 runs, make them hit the ball. Love the patience here.
Talked about that big 6-run inning for Iowa. A big part of that, you guys, was to see Cannon Kay and Caleb Irwin, the 2 batters that are after these 2 power hitters, come up with some big hits. That's going to be important for Iowa if they want to win this game. More production past the first 2 hitters.
He and Tissen are very, very close friends. They've been buddies for a long, long time. Help each other, one with hitting, the other with pitching. And his dad, Anthony Johnson Sr., is down there at first base, coaching. He will walk. So a really good start with a Tissen double. Now a Johnson Jr. walk. Now you get into the 2 kids, Cannon Kay and Caleb Irwin, who combined are 8 for 15. Good hitters here. Got to get one, right, Fresh? Yes, at least one.
You don't need them all. 1 or 2 will be just fine. Everything else is gravy after that.
Really good middle infield, could turn a double play. And a good breaking ball, his best so far from Osborne.
Yeah, that one was a lot slower too. It looked like the slider on the next couple. This one took a couple more miles off.
Swings and hits it right to center field, and Williams is there. And the fake from our runner at second, Tissen. 1 down. Unable to come up with a hit to move him over.
Just got a little big there on that swing. That breaking ball looked really good, especially back to back. That's a big out there first off there for the young man.
Caleb Irwin next to bat. He's got 5 hits here in Williamsport. And he pops one up, and that's not going to work either. Williams is there, and that is the second out. He will throw it into third base. And boy, the 4 and 5 hitters, harmless fly balls to center field. Three and 4 hitters. Here's Chantos, the third baseman. He's 1 for 8.
How big of a momentum swing.
Wow.
This would be. It seems like Ohio does it every single time.
Boy, that pitch he found after walking Johnson, and he gets ahead 0-1. Chantos 1 for 8. And right back to the pitcher Osborne, and he gets out of it. 2 on, nobody out. And unable to do anything with it. Who wants? Yes. Little ice cream for breakfast. That works. That works. Let's take a look at the road to Williamsport. It is presented by Uncrustables, and the road has been paved with some good timely hitting. Yeah, they lost 6-5. That was a walk-off. They led that game by 3. That was the game that was rained out on Thursday, and they had a play back on Friday morning. Rained out on Wednesday. The other 3 games were played. They had to play on a day no one else was. Not many people saw that game. So what they have done is string together 4 straight wins to say, we are here. Announcing their presence, like we're playing on national TV. And not only that, we may not leave until this whole thing is over. Early for the Macarena, but it's working. You know, we don't have to get the legs involved.
Upper body.
But that's a disappointing bottom of the first for Iowa not to plate any after the double and the walk. You're asking a lot of your family members. Sisters getting up early. There's a liner up the middle. The approach is just so good. Finn Dykes now has got 4 hits in South Williamsport. And it's the entire lineup as we saw last night.
Let's count how many hits we see up the middle, Frasier. I mean, this is when you know the swings are right. Just that beautiful swing, taking a pitch low right up the middle. That's how Ohio teaches it. And they execute it well.
Moves down to second base, does Dykes. They forced you to be perfect, and it's impossible to be perfect.
And you have to buy in, and I think that's what this team has done. Buying into taking pitches, buying in and not trying to be the home run hitters. Fake bunting, the little things that you teach all in Little League. I mean, talking with Tim Nipting, he explained to us, like, listen, these kids come from travel baseball teams. He's got to revamp some of them. And guess what? It's been working.
Well, he gets him to buy into the take thing. As you said, how, would you just shake off? I mean, what were you going to do if Nipting's down there saying take?
I think he would understand what I was capable of doing.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. You know, you got to know each and every player. I mean, like a Zach Hilton's right here. Couple knocks, get the bunt down, try and get the guy over. Yeah, it didn't happen, but guess what? He still might find a way to put it in play.
Yeah, he did just do it, and it's in the glove of Johnson. There's one out, but advancing the runner to third, like a productive out from Hilton.
Yes, and that's what they preach. That's a kid that's going to come in the dugout right now, get a lot of high fives. Hey, you did your job. Next guy up. It's just not how some people teach it anymore. Everybody wants the big one. They have 2 extra base hits. I mean, listen, it's the way they do it.
He got a whole bunch of high fives They'd like to see this guy get a hit. Caden Trent, strike one.
See, like right there, too. That's an automatic take. He gives him the sign. It's a fake bunt sign. I mean, you're talking about your 11-hole hitter.
Yep. Johnson's way in at first base, and even more so charging on that. It's 0-2. What are you doing here? Your infield is still back with a runner at third, down 4-0. You're playing them in, right?
Yeah, you got to get them in.
Cut off another run. Call strike 3 on the corner, and Trent knew it because he heard it. Our home plate umpire will tell the guys around the plate what the call is, and then he'll go into his strikeout call for everybody else to see.
Another big strikeout with runners in scoring position, too.
Hudson Vonderheide, he bats 12th, and that's strike one. Kane is doing a good job, which is to throw strikes. He's thrown a lot of them.
Oh, man.
Perfect piece of hitting by your last hitter. He goes the other way, and Hudson Vonderheide picks up his third RBI, and it's methodical, and it is a 5-0 lead.
What does Tim Nichting tell his team? I want you going opposite field. It's what he said. Hit this one away, and look at the execution. Okay, my job right now, I want to get this to left field, and I'll tell you what, get this ball deep, get behind the baseball. He does it. Another run for Ohio.
And here comes the walking man, Boone Treadway. Walked and scored. He's got 11 walks at the Little League World Series. That is a record that may never be broken.
You think about Iowa, team total, 9 total walks. This guy's got 11.
Dangerous spot again. After that ball got past Tisson, Vonderheide moved to second base. So he's in scoring position for Treadway, who's ahead 3-0. Dad's a high school coach in Ohio and a state champion. So you understand where the fundamentals come from of wait for your pitch, especially in the leadoff spot. Three and two. Nichting told him keep your head down. There is Dad, Ryan.
Didn't Dad start in the outfield first game? Made a little adjustment coming back to the stands, gave him some luck.
This is a different outfield. You got to slide the hill.
Oh. Chased up top, rare one there, a strikeout for Treadway. But they do add one, and it's 5-0. We go bottom 2. The goal is to get to the bottom of the hill. Easy. Okay. Stay. Good balance. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Sims Ravitch, we welcome you back to ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series. It's presented by T-Mobile. Hey, everybody, you want your child, and why wouldn't you, to experience the teamwork and the fun of Little League baseball or softball? Visit PlayLittleLeague.org and enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Benefits of Little League baseball are plenty. You get to hang out with your friends, your neighborhood friends. You'll get to travel if your team is successful, get to share ice cream and everything else. And who knows, a good shell game when you're here in South Williamsport at the complex.
Cut the umbrella, the cutoff, back of the chair. That's a good morning right there.
It bent in there for a strike. Walker Osborne.
This Iowa team, they got to get going here. 5 through 12. It's time to wake them up.
Lutke's the shortstop. Chases one, and it's 0-2. About the back-to-back starts here we saw from Treadway and now Osborne pounding the strike zone. He has allowed just one walk, and that was a wise one to Anthony Johnson Jr.
No balls, 2 strikes.
7 straight strikes. Now, do you waste one here to try to get a chase?
Probably going breaking ball.
Right back at you off his foot. They got a play here. Feltner has it, throws in time. Feltner was the shortstop when Treadway was on the mound, so they got 2 shortstops, very good ones up the middle, and a great read.
Ravi, you know this. When it's going right, every ball is going to be right where it needs to go back to. Ricochet off the foot, right to the second baseman, Feltner. Oh, man. They are living right.
They are. We're going to go 1-4-3 on that play. And Rassel swings the first one.
Yeah, with a hacky sack move. Just a little bump kick
would have
over
been
to second base.
Caught in the air almost. Feltner could have had that. Osborne is not putting himself or his team in any jeopardy. And again, pitching at a premium. He's thrown 19 pitches. And he's thrown 9 consecutive strikes. Announcer Jinx alive and well in the morning, too, apparently. Ball strike on the corner to Leo Rasso, one of the 2 brothers here.
Carson Meyer in the house.
Doing a little scouting.
Mom Tiffany.
Get a chance to see Carson on Saturday. Just off the end of the bat.
Still got girls with game left.
Yes, we do. A really good, strong showing by the girls, too, this year with Kinley Rasmus, who became the viral sensation on social media for her play on the mound, in the field, and at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's the strikeout. That's Walker Osborne's first strikeout.
And this is not what he's known for. I mean, he's just a strike thrower, put the ball in play, pitch to contact, but he's got the breaking ball. And get the chase. This is the difference. Hard to be able to tell strike from ball, and that one just a good swing and miss to get strike 3.
And you have a 5-run lead, too, so there's really no pressure right now added on him. Just throw what you can. Just enjoy every moment.
Crew Neff is next up. He swings and pulls that one foul. I think our buddy, the manager, is teaching us quite a bit about the fundamentals of baseball, which is to throw strikes, swing at good pitches, be patient. All the things that you hear about, well, this team from the Great Lakes region is doing exactly that. And Ohio, and in particular this Little League, has been here more than any other United States Little League. And what do they tell you, Todd? I mean, they have kids that don't play Little League, and if they did, they'd be here every single year, probably taking home trophies.
Most definitely. And I talked about earlier, too, how they had scrimmages against some of high-powered all-star teams. They would drive a couple hours away just to get going.
1-2 and realized at that point that they had a legitimate team.
No doubt. They talked about playing that Nolensville team before the year started, lost in extra innings by 1. They said, listen, we got an opportunity here.
He nearly swung at one that got by our catcher, Caden Trent. First ever meeting between Iowa and Ohio at the Little League World Series. And Ohio's been in the title game once. That was in 2021. Westside Little League beat South Dakota. They beat Gavin Weir, who was not eligible to pitch, but they beat Gavin Weir's team. It's a little bit like if they can beat this team with Tiston on it. Osborne not happy with his second walk. Comes with 2 outs, and it brings up Paxton Smith. Yep, that bent in there for a strike.
Front door. Living on the edge.
8 of 9 first pitch strikes. He's been consistent with that.
Little hamburger helper for sure.
Time.
Think about Omaha, where of course the College World Series is played, and you walk over the bridge there and you go right into Iowa. They're located about 4.5 to 5 hours. Many of the kids will go and play tournaments when they're young in Omaha, so they've been there. But it's not like it's an easy drive just to go watch the College World Series. Little League World Series is not going Iowa's way. It is going Ohio. They pick up another strikeout. That is their second. We get ourselves a 5-0 game. It is a glorious morning here, as you can see both fields in action. Labadie Stadium here, and Jess Sims has a story about the preparation for the Great Lakes.
Yeah, Ravi, I talked with all 3 Ohio coaches before the game about their incredible hitting and what gives them the edge. And they told me this was their first full winter that they've had 2 full cages in their heated, very important in Ohio, pole barn in Davenport Northwest Little League's facility. So it's their specific 2 batting cage facility, and they're hitting year-round, and it's showing.
Yeah, I mean, look at the dress. Look at our manager there. He's got the big puffy on to make sure he's warm when it's outside, and then you go inside. I wonder if they actually really heat it up, because it's kind of toasty out here today. You could push the heat, get comfortable in 85, 86. But yeah, if that's the secret sauce, sure, it has worked.
Listen, where they live in the winter, it's very, very cold. You got to pump that heat up big time so they can get some swings in.
Bryson Williams lays one down. Did it hit him? Let's see. Tiston saying call him out. Our home plate umpire saying no. In the box. Bryson found it. You know, this is a tournament in which, as we said, they won 4 in 5 days. You can get warm. Bryson's a great example of that. This guy started 1 for 7, and since then he is 4 for 5.
Once he got on the hump, came into pitch yesterday, and another strike thrower. Super determined, too. Just locked in at the plate.
Williams, Feltner, and Fonte, 2-3-4. Dangerous part of the order, but that's going to be called strike 3 on the corner from Cannon Kane. Hey everybody, Game Changer. That's the official scorekeeping technology partner of the Little League World Series. Code Smarter, connect live, and replay the action on Game Changer. It is the #1 youth sports app. Live the game like never before. Great run for every team that made it here. Certainly the Southeast being dismissed last night, but all those Little League teams that get a chance to play in the regionals and the super regionals, districts, sectionals, make it all the way here to Williamsport. Is an end to a glorious summer, because then school starts. We're going back to the gridiron, and we're playing football and other sports. Soccer, if you're Leo Feltner. Foul ball, I think.
Yeah, the run that it takes, I mean, it starts for a lot of Little Leagues in February, as far as when games start March.
As long as there's no snow on the ground. Yeah, not only did it hit the bat, it got a pretty good piece of Tisson.
The gutterer. Let's see this one. That's not fun.
No. Nope, no one ever said, hey, that was great, let's try that again. No.
Ball in.
3 balls, 1 strike. Up in New Jersey, Fred, I'm sure we got batting cages in the wintertime.
Of course.
Center field, sliding, catching. Yes. Nice play by Caleb Irwin.
And not just the show with the glove, but how about just the fist pump cheer for himself once he comes up. This is a great catch, by the way. Get down underneath, because this is sinking, going down. A beautiful job with that slide. Show it, and then how about the other arm in there, too? We got a touchdown.
Infante will go foul on the first pitch.
That kind of play right there can build a little momentum, too. They need it. They need to get this crowd in it. Iowa needs to find a way, any which way, man. This is Little League. Something like that can spark a ball team.
I'm sure that Mom's Chicken Alfredo is off the charts.
Anything, Mom. I mean, let's be real.
Fair. But chicken Alfredo just is comfort food. We just talked about how cold it can get in Ohio.
Yes, Mama.
No, watch it. Yeah, past the third baseman, Santos. That's what Josiah Infante could do. And that will make Mom and Dad very happy.
That's what the chicken Alfredo does right there. Yeah. It's a little oomph. I'd love to have some eggs Velos over here at Little League, because I'll tell you what, we got some that could compare with the big leaguers. No chance for Santos over there at third.
Ezekiel, his dad, Allison, Mom, but Ezekiel was part of the Reds organization for a while, playing some ball. And we're going to go down a second. Tisson's going to throw it anyway, and watch it. Boy, what a play there by Crew Neff, because that was destined to actually drill Infante. I thought you were going to say that you would like to have some of the chicken Alfredo.
I was about, when he hit it, say maybe Mama could make some here. See, on the international side, right? All the parents are always making the favorite meals. Sebby's got his hands full.
Sushi down there.
I know,
yeah,
right? We haven't had any home-cooked meals from the parents. I'm sure they're doing it, though.
There you go, line shot right at Santos, and that will end it. So they don't go 1-2-3, but they don't score a run. It's 5-0. We're going to head to the bottom of the third in South Williamsport in the Little League World Series. Great look down at Lamity Stadium. Of course, Volunteer Stadium was built early 2000s. And a shout out to our entire crew that loves this event. We know that. Everybody that's involved with it at the Little League World Series, year in, year out, they love to come back. It is a big, giant family. Jim, in year 30, man, thank you very much for all you've done over the last 3 decades. It's been a pleasure to be along for the ride with you, and we are nowhere without you. Ernie, hats off to Little League. Last show's going to be on Sunday. You've earned it, man. Congratulations to you. You are one of the best, along with everybody on this crew that you don't see. You hear us, but you don't see everybody else. And it is a labor of love, but it is truly a love affair with this event. Congratulations to all those. Hearing a lot about 30-year-olds. Saw Mike Greenberg celebrate his 30th anniversary with ESPN. We had a good story about the Kenny Chesney song, Don't Blink, because it goes by so fast. And it's true. It does. When you do something you love as much as most of us do, it does go by in the blink of an eye. And especially with the people, because you love the people as much as you do the actual events.
So many good people on this event. It is a family. We even have all the photos up here in the booth of all of those that have been here over the years.
And they don't take them down, which is really cool. And this booth never gets affected by rain or snow. That's 3-0 now all of a sudden from Walker Osborne. Frazier said he felt a little twinged, a little momentum maybe, huh?
And the only way they win this game, these bottom 3 got to find a way to get on base for Tisson and Johnson. And listen, this is one of those things. They haven't got much production. I would take another pitch here. Make them throw another strike.
Yeah, good job. That's a walk, and he is the 10th hitter. So Ben Devaney will go down to first base. What you're looking to do here is have Rasso and Broyles get on, don't hit into a double play, and turn it over to Tisson.
Little Jackson, 11-year-old, still looking for his first hit here in Williamsport. There's a few kids on this Iowa team. This would be the time to do it.
Jax is 4'11". Pulls it back, strike one. Dad Allen is one of the coaches on this team. Plays football, video games. He also gets in the pool. He's a swimmer. He does some baking. He lays one down. That's a good one. Osborne flips, and there's one out, but he gets his runner to second. So they give up the out to move the runner up.
If you're Ohio, you'll take that out, even though the runner got moved up to scoring position. I mean, you got to find ways to get him on. Luckily for Ohio, they got the out. Iowa looking to kind of sneak one in there.
They're playing for the bunt again for Lysanias Broyles. And he swings a little blooper, and that's got spin, fair. That's a heads-up play by Osborne down to third base. We'll go Devaney. That wasn't simple. I mean, that thing had a lot of action on it, and he wiped out, and he's still able to backhand flip it.
Some English. Look at that. Oh, danced right over it. These guys are athletic, though.
And high IQ baseball-wise, right?
Listen, Jess, I say this a bunch. Your best hitter's up. Time to lift and separate. You want to get back in this game. It's time to drive one over the wall to get them back and get this momentum going.
See if he gets one to lift and separate. And he'll swing out of the zone and hit it too. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a strike.
One ball, one strike. This has been a Little League World Series, both international and United States, in which Japan has been the home run hitting team. I think they had 6 coming into today. And then there were a couple for Iowa and New Jersey, but that's pretty much been it. This has more been about pitching and defense than it has been about power.
In Ohio, 2 extra base hits.
That's it.
It's really incredible to think. Single you to death, walk you to death. Making the plays. Defense has been outstanding.
That's why your boy Frazier with the triple was like, holy smokes. Right. We hadn't seen extra base hits, only second one here.
This kid, Tisson, has 3 of them, and base hits, 2 doubles and a homer. will not chase. I mean, you're now in the bottom of the third of a 6-inning game. You've been blank so far, and you have your 2 studs up. If Thyssen can get on, you get Johnson up, but you got to score. Count goes 3-2. And look, that's way too much to put on the shoulders of 1 or 2 kids. (3-2) on the ground right at the first baseman, and that did not work for Thyssen. It stays 5-zip. They got 1 hit. We head to the 4th inning. Ohio looking to move on to the title game. Saturday, check the forecast. If you like sunny and 80, then you're really going to like Saturday. Nevada loves Saturday already, and they'll be up in the desert waiting to watch their kids as they have moved on. The winner of this one will face them. Curaçao's been the team on the international side, and they are looking to see who will win today's game. But the International Championship leads things off at 12:30 Eastern Time, followed by the U.S. Championship. In between, our guy Kevin Connors will navigate the tween game situation. Nevada, 3:30 Eastern Time.
You got to have both games dialed up. So you're watching one, you got the other one on the app. What happens when we got 2 games here at 9 a.m.? I want the seats. I need to build like just some seats perched up so you can watch both games at once. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe a little copter view. We need drone sitch. Feltner warming up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back to the Great Lakes. West Side Little League out of Ohio. Nichting, Coomer, and Hilton are the coaches. Ooh, smoke to center field, and Irwin right there. He is a no-fly zone guy out there, and there's 1 down. Now, the power arms of Panama were as good as we saw, but they've been eliminated. Japan's blasted home runs over the wall. They get Nicaragua right now over on ESPN2, and the winner will get Curaçao.
Still scoreless over there.
Ball, no. The silver lining for the teams that are on the field, Nevada too, given the time off, they'll have their pitching on the weekend. And it always is about who you got left or who's hanging with dugout. One or the other.
Exactly.
It's either who's got pitching or who's got dugout.
Dugout might be sleeping early for dugout today.
I think dugout goes by Dougie or Doug, you know, on a first name, real tight basis with his pals. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Doug. Dougie, Dougie, Doug. 2-2, Kincaid swings and pulls this one down the line. It's close, and it is a fair ball, and it goes to the wall. He thinks it's foul. He stays at first base, but it's a fair ball down the line. And not a ton of help from his coaches over there saying, go, go, go. Nichting over here at third. It's like, what in the world?
That's clearly a fair ball. Gets in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to be thinking double right off the bat. There's no way you're slowing down. Must have heard something.
Even Leo Feltner in the bullpen's like, go, 2.
Third base ump was going to charge in because he thought he was asking him, and then Nichting had his next hitter with him, and they point down to third. He goes, oh, him. Okay, him. We got to get Walker up. Watch it. Woo.
Nice snag there by Tisson.
Lego guy growing up? Lego girl growing up?
Yes.
I love Legos.
Still passing them on to the kids.
1-1. Kind of imaginative, or did you go with those, you know, prefab things that you just built cars?
I don't like the sets. I like just making
okay,
my
like where you're
own.
at, Jess. I like that.
Tells you a lot about a person, I'm telling you.
In the hole here, Lutke to second in time. Not at first. I'm going to read a promo, and then we're going to dive into what it tells you about a person. ESPN is the home of MLB.TV. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions will apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. So, Legos can tell you a lot about a person, especially when it's not from a set. What are we learning?
It's like color outside the lines. You color in the lines. Do you want instructions? Do you not? Like, I don't follow the instructions very well.
A rule breaker.
Yeah, so I just like to, I want to do my own thing. I see blocks. I want to build what you build. And it kind of, takes its own shape.
Okay.
But then there are others. They love, step by step
Intricacies
by step,
about
the
it, yeah.
engineer brain that cannot think outside. I'm not going to color outside the lines. No.
You must have been a great coloring guy, Fresh. Spent a lot of time with crayons.
I tried. I would be the guy that would make it dark on the outside. And
I did the same thing. I was going to ask you that. Kincaid was in as a pinch runner. He hits second, and he flies to third. The throw is not in time as we bounce over the bag. Well, manager loved that effort.
You're all right.
You're all right.
Hey. Let's see this. Oh, flat tire going to third.
I think it's a combo. It hurts a little, but then there's also that just happened on national television.
Finn Dykes is just piling hits up. He's now 5 for 12. And now it's up to the hotel himself, Zach Hilton, with 2 outs, squaring big time in strike 1.
He's the one that wants to be the broadcaster.
Yeah.
We were talking about his interview with Dustin May. He's like, how did I do? And I was like, it was awesome. And he's like, I don't know. I felt like my throwback could have been better. So he already knew.
Tisson will throw down to second. We got a rundown, and we got a runner at third who's coming in, but not before he is tagged. The challenge there is Tisson's just got such a good arm that he can hose him. Dark on the outside, then light on the inside. I love the way that Frase uses the old coloring book.
to Steel City as 4 teams battle for early season dominance. Who seizes the moment in Pittsburgh? The opening Spike Classic starts Friday.
Let's get ready for some volleyball. Opening Spike Classic, a sport that is growing in popularity. 6:30 and 9 p.m. on ESPN2. Thanks for getting up early with us, getting on that hill and rocking out, if you will. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yep. We don't need to stop. Keep it rolling.
That's what happens when you have ice cream for breakfast.
Exactly. The hill has gotten quick, and by the weekend with temperatures in the 80s, we'll see how much rain we actually get today. Rain can really kill a fast track. Johnson. Ball 1. Stays a 5-0 game, bottom 4.
47 pitches going into the 4th inning. Recipe for success.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's very efficient. And again, you take a look at their pitching coming up if they were able to win this thing and the availability, and they are going to have Treadway come back. Johnson looks at another one. I think after 7 pitches and 7 balls, there's a purpose to what Osborne is doing with this kid up there. But he throws him one and he laced it. That's kind of why you avoid it.
It just comes off different. That woke everybody up. You weren't awake. Just the sound alone.
Infante will be eligible to pitch Friday, so that means he's good Saturday. Frazier good Saturday, and then Treadway and Williams Sunday. Sky high fly ball. What about Bob backing up, making the play just shy of the track? Let's go up to the top of the hill. KC and the Sunshine Band with an update.
Indeed, Ravi, scoreless through 3 over on ESPN2. Nicaragua has worked in and out of trouble, and they've taken the lead on Japan. Jose Martinez Padilla, the seeing eye single through the left side. Jonathan Uroz Chavez scores. Clemente Sevilla Pichardo has 5K so far, Ravi. 1-0 Leon, Nicaragua.
Awesome, KC. Thank you. Nailing the names as well. Saw the infield was in there. Runner at third in a 0-0 game. Less than 2 outs, but they could not prevent the run. Curacao is in the international championship game. Another one popped up. Going out is Treadway. And no, he's not going to go out far enough. He went out, stopped, and it didn't look like Vonderheide got a good read on that. He was waiting for Treadway to go get it.
Here's a great teaching moment here. Shortstop is told, put your hands up to let him know you got it. If you're the shortstop, Boone Treadway, the leader, you were going after that ball until you get called off. That was his ball. The left fielder was playing back. Just don't put your hands up until you really know you can get there.
That's one of those plays you just don't see very often from this team, certainly in this tournament.
Well, again, and he called it really soon. I think that was it. So Vonderheide in the outfield, come as fast as you can, Treadway as fast as you can, then use your communication.
Irwin caught first base. Double play. Treadway makes up for it with a great catch and a throw to first. We'll see if Kane got his hand back in, but he may be banged up a little bit. It looked like he also may have gotten the foot of the first baseman, Infante.
He gets him the double play, and I just love after missing the fly ball, keep your head up, make a double play, line drive, catch, throw it over to your boy Infante for the double play. Get up, make up for the runner on.
And was he impeding him there, getting back to first? I know once you get the ball, I think that's what they're talking about right now. Once you get it, your foot can be in the way. This one's going to be interesting.
The umpires are gathering on the field. Treadway with a leaping catch and then a good throw to Infante. The call to the 3 coaches for Iowa was that he was out, so Irwin is having a conversation.
They're checking on Irwin also. Got a little banged up trying to come back.
I don't think it is reviewable.
No, the obstruction is not challengeable. Didn't see an angle that was definitive whether it was his foot that his hand ended up hitting, but they get a double play. Boone Treadway turns it. This will be a good one. The left hand was close, that's for sure. Treadway doesn't think so. T-Mobile, and it happened very early.
Easy base hit to right field. That's what this team does really, really well. Manipulates, manufactures, sees pitches, squares baseballs up. They came out in a big, big triple by the man Bob Frazier to score all the runners. Some guys wake up ready to hit. This Ohio team has done it all time long since they've been here.
5 of the first 6 reached base.
Jess Sims talked about it in the open. This Ohio team went to bed. They got their food within an hour of leaving this field. And you could tell they came out ready to play from that first inning in the get-go.
What'd you guys do late night for your food? Because I know, Frazier, you were kind of sniffing around. I gave you half a big sandwich. What'd you end up digesting?
A couple slices.
You got pizza?
Yeah, I got pizza.
Like delivered? How'd you do that?
I went and got it. I was already on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, got a little medium pie. Gone in about 2 minutes.
Does not surprise me.
Just like that. Yeah, that's how it was.
Pizza for breakfast, that is not a bad idea.
I thought it was 1 bite. Everyone knows the rules. No, it's more than that. Because we just had several. Ground ball, second base. Crew Neff to a knee. Nice job.
Do it, Crew. Why not, big man, going to his left. Hard hit ball by Hilton. Oh, man, that's a hard play. People understand that's a top 10er right there.
Early candidate. I see what you did there. Early candidate. 85 pitches. That will end it for Kane, who was really good throwing strikes against a very difficult team to navigate.
They hit your spots, right?
Special K, special day, special summer for the kids from Iowa and Ohio. And we'll be back with a pitching change after this. Has already landed over there, and he has posted on social a picture of the football field that Carolina and TCU will be playing on at noon Eastern time. And then the rest of the Saturday slate: NC State, Virginia, 3:30 Eastern time, Alabama, A&M, and Howard. All 3 games are also available on the ESPN app. New sign above Lomity. Lights up at night. And we are down here on the field with the winner getting Nevada 5-0. All 4 of those runs in the first inning on walk and then hard hit balls. You erased the first inning, which obviously you can't, but it's a 1-0 game. Like, they have played in this game. Their offense continues to be a problem, especially if the first 2 guys aren't getting any hits. Chantos is on. Take a look at the mountain range in this field that was constructed for the Little League World Series. 59 and improvements in the 60s, lights in the 90s. It is a wonderful destination, an incredible venue, and a magical place. On the ground, we got still a chance, and Chantos, he's there after just a couple of pitches to pick up the out. 2 down, and here comes Vonderheide, who ripped a single into left field. And we have a quick one on the ground. A 1-2-3 inning. That is only the 2nd time that they have been retired 1-2-3 in 33 innings.
Big spot. Shinosuke Ijima has just done it. The pitcher, just his 2nd hit and 2nd RBI at this Little League Baseball World Series. Kei Kawanishi scores. Ravi Kurosawa awaits the winner of a 1-1 game over on ESPN2.
Yeah, they're really good, but one of those base running mistakes there, getting thrown out at third base in a 1-1 game. Fundamentally, Japan is always at the top of their game.
But you credit Nicaragua. A lot of times that throw goes all the way to home.
Yep.
Don't get it cut off. The defense has been solid over there on the international side.
Lomity and Volunteer in action because of a forecast which had a lot of rain, and it feels like some of that rain is going to miss us, which is encouraging for anybody who has some afternoon activities in Williamsport or South Williamsport. Fridge, maybe I see you renting a little paddle boat and getting out on the old Mighty Sus.
The Mighty Sus does not want a piece of me. I will not be doing that.
I see it if someone else is paddling.
Yes.
Here's the slow bunt. Osborne on it. Throws. No, not in time. And there's a good start for Iowa here in the bottom of the 5th.
Logan Chantos just came in the throw. He got 2 quick outs. You talk a lot, Frage, about momentum. That's carrying starting pitcher just straight in. Little drag bunt, recognizing the defense.
It was soft, too. Put it right on the dirt there. Let the dirt and grass slow it down. Beat him by a step. When you're fast, all you got to do is put it in a perfect spot, and good things will happen.
Mom Annie was enjoying that, watching her son, and now it's up to Ludke. He swings, and this one is in the vicinity of first base, but Infante had it go off the screen. He and his dad collect coins, which they have been doing together for a long time. The X-Man, that's outside. 5'6", JFK Catholic. A lot of the kids go to that school. Favorite baseball player was Pete Crow Armstrong, is Pete Crow. His favorite celebrity, though, is Tyrese Halliburton. And he golfs one into right field. That's down. And no play at second base. Okay, you talked about production from the middle and bottom. There's back-to-back hits.
And here we go. The more that this happens, the better they can get back to the top of the order.
Little League wants to thank their official sponsors, including Travel Guard and Gatorade, whose support creates meaningful experiences for the communities, volunteers, and all the athletes. They also want to thank its dedicated volunteers who make a lasting impression on millions of children worldwide. How do you not want to get on the Mighty Sus? It is beautiful today.
Yeah, I need some waves. I need to go body surfing.
You could go right over that dam. I mean, there's a.
We can create
I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to go near that.
Bring a camera.
A squibber. Osborne's going to barehand and flip. Ooh, just in time. He kind of took a peek at Infante. The ball was spinning like a top, but he's able to get Liam Rasso second and third for Iowa. Only one out.
He's been doing that a couple times now. The barehanded just took his eye off. That could have been really, really tough play for him, and he made it look really easy.
Crew Neff, can they get the big hit? They are 0 for 5 runners in scoring position. Butcher Boy in the hole.
Oh,
to third, got to tag him. Heads up play, Boone Treadway. They get the run in, but thrown out there at third was Ludke. But Treadway thought about, like, do I go home first? And oh, how about third?
That's a tough situation, too. If you're the runner on second base, you don't have to go to third there. What a heads-up play by Boone, knowing he can get that out much easier throwing it to third base.
Heads-up play, too, by the third baseman, McAdams, because to your point, the runner doesn't have to run. As soon as he saw that Ludke was moving in his direction, he retreated to third base.
You have to know and understand the situation before it happens. Any ball in the hole, it has to get past the third baseman and shortstop. Then you can easily get there down 5 runs. That could prove vital right there.
Outside here to Paxton Smith. So they do get one, down 5-1. There is a chance you'll see Tisson and maybe Johnson again. They got to get a couple more guys on. That one got away. And down to second base goes Neff. So the force play at second base is off if Smith can get one to the outfield. Walker Osborne has only thrown 63 pitches. A little high, 2-1. Feeling it right now a little bit for Iowa?
Yeah, I love it. Love every second of this. This will be another big run here. He gets on. We'll most definitely see Tiff.
Oh, he chased one up top. That would have been ball 3. McAdams is in at third base, so likely back up a little bit. But boy, the left fielder Vonderheide has given a ton of room on that left field line. If Smith can just elevate one over the head of the third baseman. Foul tip.
Ball.
3-2. He bats in the 9 spot, and then you got Devaney, Rasso, Broyles before you get back to Tisson. make the case. Pitch of the game for them. Jam shot third base. McAdams up with it. Good throw. Got him by a half a step. Looks like Iowa's just going to ask to take a look at it.
When you got a 6'1" guy over at first base, that long reach helps out big time. The only thing that can get this one is if its foot's off the base. Look at the throw. Oh, yes. I think it comes off once he catches it.
If it's good there, he's out by half a step. It does help to have a guy that size at first base who can stretch the way he did. I'm gathering with a size 7 shoe, he's got a bigger foot than I do.
I think it's bigger than 7.
Look at how he just towers over every other teammate out there right now.
You think he's getting a nap after the game today?
Shut piece, real quick.
Letting everybody know lights are off.
And I don't want to hear noises. Call is confirmed. It is out. They cannot add more than 1. It's a 4-run game. Go to the 6th. Little League Baseball World Series right here on ESPN is presented by T-Mobile. The Little League World Series hits different with T-Mobile. Nevada looking better and better and looking forward to more and more. A Great Lakes showdown for the U.S. title. We are back. ESPN's coverage of this Little League World Series, of course, presented by T-Mobile. You know, Diamond's Sweet Caroline just blared through the arena here. And it is a large arena when you look down from the top of that hill to see Labadie Stadium. 5-1. Ohio's offense, the difference in the first. As we go to the 6th, it's been a big inning here the last couple of nights, the top of the 6th. And Ohio certainly took advantage of it yesterday against Nevada. That one's in there for a strike.
It's pretty incredible, too, to think the teams that are in the winner's bracket that have advanced, the teams that look like they could advance today.
Treadway into no man's land, and a center fielder. Good job by Caleb Irwin, who's terrific out there. Ranges to his left to make the play. Find Little League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. And don't forget to use hashtag LLWS.
We haven't seen those big, you were talking about the big extra base hits, the big home runs. I mean, the last 25 years of this thing, there have only been 2 teams that have reached the championship that haven't hit a home run.
2 teams.
2 teams.
25 years.
Curacao and Nicaragua both did it in 2022. Okay,
Yep.
last 25 years. This year, both teams that advanced, Nevada and Curacao, no home runs. Nicaragua and if Ohio advances, we could have all 4 teams get to Saturday without hitting a home run.
That's a hard one to understand. A bunt here. Chantos, not in time. Williams bunts his way on, and that is his second hit.
But it shows you small ball. I mean, it's just been a different year that way. And that's what you see from Bryson Williams. Beautiful job. Deaden that ball. Once it's soft with that speed, it's a base hit all the way.
And Tisson did want that ball, but as a lefty, you got to get it. Either jump, turn, make a tough throw. Just no man's land. Beautiful.
Feltner is 0 for 2, which is a little rare for him. He came in 4 for 9, having scored more runs than anybody on the team, 6 of them. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. See that base runner right there? That is Bryson Williams. His grandpa started collecting cards when he was 9 and 10. He's got about 150. He's got a Jordan card, but his favorite card is Jackie Robinson.
Yes.
That is a wonderful card to have. Oh, that was close. Like a quarterback hitting a receiver in the numbers.
You got to be on your feet, on your toes all time. Snap, throw. Ooh, that was close.
Ball 4. Ball 4, though, and that's a walk.
Only their second walk on the day.
That puts them at 40. A new record here at the World Series. You guys, the next closest U.S. team has 19. It just shows you how different Ohio's been with the walk.
Where are they at? How many?
40.
40 walks.
Next closest U.S. team is 19.
That's less than half.
Good job.
Thank you.
Right.
10:39 a.m., baby. That IC education really paying off.
Kevin Connors, Eric Freed would be so proud right now.
We can do math. We can do math. And Fonte's looking to just let it eat. As the brain goes, here's one for you before we get to the bottom of the 6. Only 3 states have 4 letters. 2 of them are playing today. Give me the 4th on a line shot that gets into left field. We're going to wave Williams. It goes all the way to the wall. Feltner on Nick Ting's advice. Come on down. 7-1.
Well, Utah's the answer to your question.
Okay, good, Jess. Early
4
on.
letters. I didn't go to Ithaca, but I can count letters. Infante, a beautiful job. We've seen him just rope pitches. This one low and away, gets the barrel around this thing. More runs coming in. A misplay out in left field.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
It's hitting time for McAdams, and that is strike 1. I'm kind of happy you came up with it. I'm kind of down that you set it out because I don't think Frege had Utah yet.
I did not.
See?
He'll admit it, though.
I know, but we could have milked that cow. Backhanded Kane, high. Johnson got it, and we were going to go back to third, but nobody was on third.
That's it.
I'll be honest, this Ohio team wins this game today. They're going to be pretty upset they're not playing tomorrow. They want this team just riding this wave. Every ball's been hit hard. They've hit in the right spots.
Bob Frazier. Ball 1 to Bob. They don't get into too much of that first and third. Let's give away outs either. That doesn't seem like it's a Nick Ting thing. Outside. Family of athletes. Mom for Bob Frazier. Mom Claire played college volleyball at Mount St. Joe. That's letter high and in there for a strike. The great Walter Alston is a great-grandfather's cousin. Speaking of Jackie Robinson, of course, Walter Alston coached Jackie Robinson. It gets behind, and the runner from first, McAdams, will get down to second. You know about the history of Walter Alston, Jess, with your involvement with the Dodgers and the winningest coach until Tommy Lasorda showed up.
So much tradition in that organization going back to Brooklyn. Great museum, by the way, out in New York. The Jackie Robinson Museum talks a lot about Walter Alston.
I'm sure. Ball 4 to load him up.
Xander Kincaid, 2 home runs in the regional. Started to find his way a little bit here at the Little League World Series, hitting a couple balls hard. Has a base hit. Moved him down in the lineup. He was one of their top hitters. They said they wanted a little more confidence. Make him relax a little bit more, see a couple more pitches.
Give him the call, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's had some loud outs too, Todd. Batting average doesn't show it, but he's definitely still swinging it.
2-1, a little down. Throw down, and they may have got him. Tisson finally threw a runner out at first base. Frazier just drifted a little too far, and you can see as soon as he goes, he fires.
And that's a setup play right before getting the attention of Johnson at first base. Why not? Let him know. I'm still playing.
2-2. He's got such a great arm. He's such a good pitcher, outfielder, catcher, and he obviously takes a great deal of pride in what he can do with it. 3-2, and a little jam shot. Got to grab it, step on the bag quick. And he did. They get 2, they got 7. Iowa, 10, 11, 12, needing a bunch.
Sevilla Pichardo hit his pitch limit. They had to go to the bullpen. Japan pounced. Rui Tobata, the 13-hitter, with 2 outs, a 2-run double. Ravi, it's 4-1 Tokyo, top 6.
Yeah, unlike the Major League game, which I know you cover for us, the bullpens tend to give runs up as opposed to the major leagues. Curaçao's waiting there, and they have power arms. They are terrific in the field. Japan, of course, historically has had great success here. They have won 11 Little League World Series championships. On this side of things, it is down to Nevada, and it looks very much like the Great Lakes. Unless Iowa can manage a big bottom of the 6th rally. And look, Iowa has done this before. You don't get this far without big rallies. But a strike one from Walker Osborne, who begins the 6th inning having thrown only 69 pitches.
Oh, no.
We'll go 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he's walked a few, but he's worked through those. That's the thing. You're going to have walks here in Little League. It's going to happen, but how you handle once you get base runners on.
Looking ahead, if they win this thing, Infante, the big guy at first, and Bob Frazier will be eligible to pitch on Saturday. So 2 of their 4 arms that they have relied on will be eligible. Treadway and Bryson Williams, if they win, would be available on Sunday. So they're all set for the weekend, and what should be a great day on Saturday with both the international and U.S. champions to be crowned. Always a great day. One of the best days of the summer. Championship Saturday. A little bit high, 2-2. Those guys are not eligible to pitch today. They are not necessary today because of what Osborne has done. That's going to be a swing and a miss. That's the first out of the inning. And think about what Osborne is doing. In his 2 prior outings, he had thrown 2 2/3, 52 pitches. A totally different world today. He's a morning guy. I mean, that's what we're learning about Walker Osborne. Morning guy.
This whole Ohio team is clearly morning kids. They got the bats going early, and then their dude on the mound, Walker Osborne, just pumping strikes. A little breaking ball. He likes to throw it.
Here's Jackson Rasso, and sweet Jack McAdams is, I don't know, 30 feet away over there at third base. It's a final, so Japan and Curacao, the international championship, Saturday at 12:30. That should be excellent Little League baseball. I mean, excellent high-level Little League baseball. Join us Saturday at 12:30 Eastern Time. 1-2. I'd say most baseball fans, Little League fans, would like to see Tisson one more time on this stage, but either Rasso or Broyles is going to have to get on. Lurking.
He is. I'd love to see him get up one more time.
Maybe give him 4 outs this inning.
Oh, no. Did he go?
Okay, 3-2. Our guy, Big Jack's, just choking up on that big bat of his.
He's halfway up the handle.
And he was playing in the right place. Jack McAdams didn't really have to move much. Good swing there from Jackson, but he is retired. There are 2 down. And here comes the 12-hitter, Lysanias Broyles. 79 pitches. We may go with a rated CG movie here from Walker Osborne, a complete game. Only the second time Broyles has been up. He went back to Osborne his first time.
Ball.
McAdams again way in at third base, waiting for another grounder or pop-up.
Hold on to it.
2-1 Tisson. Jones in to get one more chance at a whack at Lombardi. Please, please, let's go. I need you here, Lysanias. 2-2.
To think about your last at bat, potentially your last at bat ever on a small field. Oh yeah,
leave the glove on. Leave it on. Yeah, have faith. Osborne's 84th. Okay, 3-2 for Age. 3-2, Jess. We're going to choke way up too.
Get on top of the dish.
So he would not be able to face Tisson. And here's your 3-2. And it's still out of play. We're going to continue.
Nice cut. Very nice cut.
Right now.
building the drama in a 7-1 game. Not easy to do. But the crime dog inside that truck's doing a job. That is, called strike 3 to end it. OHIO moves on to play for a United States Little League Championship.
These boys came to play. It was an early call after a late night last night. Got the bats going, and I'll tell you what, Walker Osborne coming out, 4 Ks, but it was just about dot and strikes, trusting the defense to get the complete game win. 86 pitches thrown.
Yeah, what a great run by Iowa here. Saw some really good pitching by Cooper Tiss and Anthony Johnson Jr. Just top heavy. They just couldn't get that bottom lineup going, and give credit to OHIO. Moving on one more time.
They are.
Not the last time we'll see some of these players from Iowa, though. You keep that Cooper Tisson, Anthony Johnson Jr., remember those names.
What a week for all of them. All the Little Leaguers get a chance to see the Braves and the Brewers. Tisson was part of the broadcast Sunday night when he got to interview a major leaguer. Memories for a lifetime. 7-1 the final. Let's go down to Jess.
Walker, very little sleep last night, but you just pitched a complete game, allowing just 1 run. How did you get it done?
I just wanted my defense to work and throw strikes and get the job done.
Speaking of strikes, that last strikeout, all the emotion. Can you tell us how that just felt?
It felt good because I wasn't really hitting the zone a lot, and I was happy.
Yeah, well, you know who was hitting the zone a lot? Your offense. Your team got off to such a hot start in the beginning. How fun is it playing with these guys?
It's fun. I like it, and I'm glad I'm on the team.
We're all glad that you're on the team, too. Let me tell you this. You're in the United States Championship on Saturday. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Go celebrate with your team. Great job.
Good job there, Walker. Thank you very much, Jess. All right, so we have it set, Jess and Fraze. Jess, you tell me. What do you think? Nevada and this Great Lakes team.
Yeah, they're similar in a lot of ways. You know, they use their entire lineup. They've got a lot of dudes that can come and throw strikes. I love 12 hits, 7 runs. We saw a lot from Ohio.
Watch out for Nevada. They are hot right now, undefeated. They have everybody they need to have, and in their pitching.
For Todd Frazier, Jess Mendoza, Jess Sims, the crime dog in the truck directing us through it. He's an early morning guy, and Joe McCoy, who's not. 7-1 is our final. We'll see you Saturday on ABC at 12:30. Up to the top of the hill. KC, it's yours.
All right, Ravi, thanks so much. Welcome all of you watching on ESPN alongside former Little League World Series U.S. champion Devin Travis. Kevin Connors here with you, the former big leaguer here. Japan taking on a Nicaragua team that had its ace on the mound, and it's Jose Martinez Padilla getting the scoring started for Nicaragua.